Welcome back to another daily vlog. Thanks for tuning back in. And if you're following along, today is November 10th. And to be honest, I'm doing a little better now that I've kind of tried to put an effort to pinpoint what the problem is, where I'm going through mentally. I mentioned it on my most recent vlog 2 days ago on November 8th. That my mind kind of has been at a place where I kind of want to just live in the moment and soak in the right now, the present moment, because these past couple months I have been grinding and I have been putting a lot of time into personal development, but unconsciously I was unaware that my life was slowly falling out of balance. Something I learned from Kane Ramsey in the life coaching course was how important having balance is in your life. How important being able to balance relationships, family, personal development, career, health and leisure. Being able to balance all those out is a task in and of itself. It's something that if people say they have a hold on, that they've mastered being able to balance their life, the truth is, from what I've learned, is that finding a balance is the most difficult thing that we're going to have to deal with, because if you're caught up in one thing, it's easy to unconsciously forget everything else. At least forget its importance. Because I was so caught up in working on myself, which is okay, which is totally okay, I wasn't putting as much time into, kind of my friends that I made out here in San Jose, or like spending quality time that I could be, because I have so much time on my hands because of COVID and I'm unemployed, to spend that time with my girlfriend or spend some time with my family. I noticed that when I went to my family's, when I visited my family, for example, 2 or 3 months ago, when I was still fresh with grinding with a lot of my life coaching stuff, I even brought all of my stuff over there, and when I was over there I would be working on it, when I should be spending time with them, when I should be spending time with the people that I haven't been able to give my full time to. And I noticed the difference in the quality of time and the memories that were made when I was there a month ago, when I would actually set the work aside, set the whatever aside, and spend the quality time there, be fully present and be there in the moment without any external distractions, without any stresses, and not having to worry about this or that, and just being there makes the biggest difference ever in just the quality of the time. You could spend time with people, but the difference is the quality of it. And since I've moved out here to San Jose, I've spent a lot of quality time with people. And I've spent a lot of quality time with people over there in Sac too, when I used to go to school in Sac State. The difference is the time I spent over there, it didn't end so well because I was selfish. I just didn't know any better when it came to the move, when it came to going out. When it came to the move, instead of spending more time with them, instead of spending more time with the people that I made friendships out there with, I kind of pushed it to the side, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make these decisions. I'm gonna move back home. I'm gonna just leave really without letting people know, without hanging out with them for the last time. And I mentioned it in my last vlog, just how regretful I was when I realized I didn't spend as much time as I wish I would have when I was the last days over there. So, you know, with these friends I've made in San Jose, I think it's just a lot different because I want to be able to spend quality time. You know, it's just extremely important. Yeah. And my girlfriend hit it on point the other day. It was like why, like, what's making you feel this way? Are you sad? Like, what is it? Like let's figure it out. Let's pinpoint it. And what I came to conclusion with is that, like, I want to live in the moment, and I understand that I could be doing this with my time, I could be doing that with my time, or you could be doing something else with your time. But whatever it is you're doing with your time, make sure that it's you saying that you want to do this. Make sure it's your decision. Make sure that you're doing it because you genuinely want to, because not because you think you should be doing this, or not because you think you should be doing that, because from my experience, when I listen to what I think I should be doing instead of what I feel like I want to be doing, then everything sort of changes. Like, you know, you don't have that regret anymore. It's like the dynamic of the situation just changes. You don't have that same feeling of regret. It's just when you make decisions based on feelings versus when you make decisions based on what you think you should be doing, the feeling is always the better way, from my experience at least. That feeling a lot of people talk about is intuition, just having the intuitive feeling that you should be doing this. So for me, living in the moment right now is what I'm doing, and I had the feeling of, you know, grinding and becoming a personal trainer by November and training people by November, and the goal was to have enough money to pay off an apartment, like, in the future. But in this moment right now, my gut feeling is really just telling me, like, hey man, this is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity when you're gonna have time with your roommates, you're gonna have time with your girlfriend. So do with it what you want, what you please, like, but make sure it's something that you genuinely want to do because you feel happy doing it, or you feel it just feels right. And intuition can be a woo-woo subject, something that a lot of people may not perceive as something reliable or something that you should be listening to. But if you listen to the right people talking about intuition, if you listen to Steve Jobs, a name that a lot of people know, but not a lot of people connect to intuition, he mentions, there's a story actually where he talks about intuition. I don't know exactly what it is, but he talks about how I totally forgot, I'm so sorry, but these people at Mind Valley, Vishen actually mentions a lot about intuition, and Vishen along with Gerard Adams, Tom Bilyeu, just a lot of the very successful mindset, personal development, entrepreneurial people. A lot of them on YouTube, and they do a lot of interviews and whatnot, but a lot of them talk about intuition and how it's unexplainable, but it's totally accurate in its own weird, special way. So, you know, that's what I'm going off of right now, and I feel like it's what I'm gonna keep on going off of, because I listen to my intuition actually when I decided to move to San Jose. My motto back then, excuse my language if there's younger audience watching. Yeah, so just spending quality time is really what I'm doing right now. And the reason I feel just guilty is because there's just this little voice telling me you should be doing something else with your time. Why aren't you using the time to work on yourself and work on personal development? And it's almost like a battle inside my head. It's I do enjoy spending time with people and just kind of letting back and relaxing in this moment, in this present moment, and all the time that I'm blessed to be having. But I also enjoy kind of working on myself, going to the gym, and just advancing in my career aspect of my life. But time is the biggest thing. It's where do you want to allocate your time, and where does it matter most? How do you prioritize certain things over another? Which ones? Where should you be putting time? Where do you really want to put your time? You really, not what you think someone else is telling you to put your time, without any external influences whatsoever. Just really thinking about where do you want to put your time. And it has to be, I believe, a decision you make in the moment. It's sort of a real-time decision, because that feeling, the feeling before the question of if you should be doing it, that first feeling right before that is the decision maker, is your intuition. I took a workshop on intuition in the life coaching course. This lady, she explains that we have this feeling, which is our intuition, before, when we make a decision or when we have to decide something, that first initial feeling before even a second happens is our intuition telling us this is the way to go. And that questionable answer right after, that's okay, should I be doing this? Or should I do this? That second reaction question is either what we think we should be doing, someone else telling us what we think we should be doing, is just another external influence. And it takes practice, kind of seeing the intuition, seeing the intuitive response of our body before anything else. That's what I'm doing. That's what I think I'm doing, and that's what I feel like. That's what I'm going to do right now. And fuck it, we literally only have this time once, ever. If you're watching this video post-COVID, or COVID is still going on, and you're still sort of on lockdown, quarantine, unemployment, you have a lot of time on your hands. I truly believe that going out and experiencing different things to find out where you want to put your time is the way to go. Because you don't know what you don't know. And if you think you should be doing something else, go try it, go do it. Spend that time doing something that you love, or some time with other people, or with your family. And if you feel like you spent enough time there and you feel like you want to go spend some time somewhere else, then just do it. Create the memories, create the experience. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know if you should be doing something else. Whoever said you should be, So we'll see how it goes. This vlog is getting a bit long, so I hope you have a beautiful day today, and I hope to see you around my other vlogs. Thanks for watching if you've been watching on this long. I hope I can see you around this channel. Have a beautiful day today.